What's up, everyone? It's Cardi-C, the baseball card collector, here with my first video of 2019. This video is going to be the 19 cards I'm looking to pick up for 2019. So I hope everyone had a very happy new year. Really enjoying all the videos people are putting out with their goals for 2019. Big shout out to Blue Jacket 66. He gave me a shout out for Mike O's 3,000 subscriber contest. Really appreciate you watching the channel, supporting my channel, and it just got 2019 off to a great start. So I think you guys are gonna enjoy the cards that I got on this list. Make sure to tell me if you have any of the cards already, or there are cards that you're looking to pick up too. So without further ado, let's hop in. Back in 1951, Bowman had the playing field to themselves. Topps came out with the famous redback cards, but it didn't really thrill collectors, and the 51 Bowman set was the set to collect. How it worked was the teams would supply black and white pictures of their players to Bowman, and then Bowman artists would be the ones that would draw the players to create the artwork for the cards. Of course, they did this in 1951 and 1952 before the set switched over to the full Bowman color in 1953. 1951 Bowman was famous for having rookie cards of Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, but being a huge Red Sox fan, the card that I'm looking to pick up is the Ted Williams card. Absolutely beautiful. I'm looking to pick up a well-centered version of the card in PSA 3 to 5 range, somewhere around there. Next up, we have the rookie card of the second best Red Sox left fielder of all time, Carl Yastrzemski. The Rookie of the Year recipient and future Triple Crown winners. Rookie card is the rookie card to collect in the Topps 1960 set. It fits into both my Red Sox all-time set registry and the top 300 baseball cards of the 20th century registry set. I'm looking to pick this card up in a PSA 5, and I'm really kicking myself because there was a great version. It looked absolutely clean online for sale for $125. I balked on pulling the trigger, and then when I went to go back and buy it, someone else had already picked it up. So moral of the story is, if you see a card, you like it, don't wait, because chances are that someone else likes it too, and you're going to lose out on it. Starting to notice a theme yet with these cards. Another iconic Red Sox Hall of Fame rookie card here with the 1972 Topps Rookie Stars of Carlton Fisk. Fisk is the only Hall of Famer on the card, but Cecil Cooper didn't have too bad of a career himself, which adds some value to the card, but not too much. You're really buying the card for Carlton Fisk. I'm looking to pick up a PSA 8 of this card during 2019. Now, this is a card that I'm going to try and get as soon as possible. Clemens is skyrocketing up the Hall of Fame ballots this year, and he might be getting in. If he does, the cost of this card is going to go way up. You need 75% of the vote to get into the Hall of Fame, and at the time of me shooting this video, he was at 74.5 with 37.1% of voters reporting. There's no such thing as a sure thing, but it's looking more and more likely that he will get in, if not this year, next year or the year after. So I'm looking to pick up the 1984 Fleer update card for Roger Clemens in a PSA 8 or 9, depending on the type of deal I could swing this year. Now, when I think of baseball cards, I think of the Kids 1989 Upper Deck rookie card. This is a card that should be in everyone's collection, regardless of the grade, and I feel ashamed as a collector for not having picked it up yet. If I'm doing a good job sticking with my card budget, I'll be picking up a PSA 10 version later on in the year. But it wouldn't be the worst thing for me to settle for a PSA 9 and upgrade just to get into the collection. Now, this card is probably the sexiest card I'm looking to add. It's the 1990 Score Bo Jackson. Bo was one of the kings of the junk wax era, and the number 697 card in the 1990 score set is the epitome. It was the perfect combination of subject and timing, and it epitomizes the hype of the Bo mania. Looking to grab either a PSA 9 or 10 to add to the 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century set. Next, we move on to 1992 Bowman, probably best known for the street clothes picture cards. I'm looking at you, Mariano Rivera, Chipper Jones, Derek Lowe. They're probably the most iconic, but I'm looking to grab Mike Piazza's rookie card, primarily for the 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century set. I got the 92 Bowman Pedro for Christmas, but I'm going to be probably looking to pick this card up in a PSA 9 to make sure that I have enough money to buy the rest of the cards on my list. At number 8, we have the 1993 SP Derek Jeter. This card sold for almost $100,000 in a PSA 10 in auction 2018, maybe it was 2017. But needless to say, I have my sights set on a more modest version. It's really easy to find, but it's almost impossible to get in a perfect quality because of the foil design of the cards. I'll be looking to pick up a well-centered version with some crisp corners in a PSA 6 or 7, because that's what the budget can afford. At number 9, we have the 1994 SP of Alex Rodriguez. Man, I wish that Upper Deck could figure out a way to get back into the baseball card game. They just produced the best products in the 90s and early 2000s. This was one of the only cards that was produced of A-Rod during his first couple of years because of player likeness licensing issues. This is the big kahuna of all his rookie cards and also needed for the 300 great baseball cards of the 20th century set. So he's got some of the similar quality control issues with the foil card as Derek Jeter did. So it'll be tough to pick it up in a PSA 10. So I'd be fine with a 7, 8, or 9, depending on what the deal is. David Arias, or David Ortiz as we better know him, might be the most clutch player in all of baseball history, not just Red Sox history. His 1997 Fleer card happens to be both in the Red Sox all-time great set and also the 2004 World Series champion set, and is a must-have for any Red Sox collector. Given the importance of Ortiz to the Red Sox breaking the curse of the Bambino in 2004, I'll be breaking out the checkbook to pick up a version of this card in a PSA 10 during 2019. And now we start to move into some more of the modern cards. The next 4 cards are going to be from Topps update sets. I bet you guys know where this is going. Cards don't need to be autographed or serial numbered for it to be iconic. Just keep that in mind if you're on a budget looking to collect. First up, we have the 2008 update card of Clayton Kershaw. He and Max Scherzer have just been the most dominant pitchers of the decade, and I think both of them are already guaranteed Hall of Famers at this point. A PSA 10 for this card will run you around $100. So I think I'm probably going to be picking up an 8 or 9 in a much more reasonable $30 to $60 range. Our next card is a card that I think is somewhat undervalued. The 2010 Topps update card of Mike or Giancarlo Stanton in a PSA 10 can be had for $30. So you're telling me that a New York Yankee who is a former MVP, who has the potential to hit 50 home runs a year, has a rookie card on the market in a PSA 10 that you can get for $30, count me in. So I'll be picking that up this year, or looking to pick that up. And now you guessed it, we're moving on to 2011. I left Jose Altuve off this list just because I tried to limit it to 19 cards. But the first 2011 Topps update card I have on the list is for JD Martinez. Similar story to Giancarlo Stanton, Red Sox stud, World Series champions, big market in the hobby, raw power, unique approach to his hitting has made him a credible addition to the Red Sox. And the value of his rookie cards is reflecting that. But I still, as a Red Sox fan, need it for my collection. I missed out on a few cards that were up for auction lately, but I'm not going to be making that same mistake again. Looking to pull the trigger on a PSA 10 version should run you around $35, $35. And then number 14 is a card that cannot be had for the cheap. The blue chip modern investment, if you want to call it, is the 2011 Topps Mike Trout. There's no such thing as a sure thing, but this is as close as you can get. I'm willing to stop buying smaller cards that I've listed on the list today in order to save up for a couple months and pick up this card in a PSA 10, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing in 2019. At number 15 is another guy left off of the 2011 Topps list. It's Paul Goldschmidt. I was very close to putting his card on the list, but how many cards from the 2011 Topps update set can you put in one list? So instead, I picked up the more bougie, or added the more bougie version of his rookie card, the 2011 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto. I'll probably look to pick it up in a BGS 9 just to cut down on the cost a little, and probably going to be looking in the 120 to 150 range for that guy. So now I think this is probably the biggest stretch card that I have on the list. The market for the 2014 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto of Mookie Betts has just reached its peak, in my opinion. If he starts off the year slow next year, maybe I can pick it up at a discount. But if I have $400 to $500 to spend, which is what this card is going for right now, I'm leaning more towards Trout's update card, or trying to pick up more of the cards that are on this list. But I wanted to make sure to add it to the list and challenge myself and really push my collecting to the limit this year. But doing it in a fiscally responsible manner. Always make sure to budget. And then the next card we have is are looking to have, is the 2015 Bowman Chrome Draft Pick card, the auto version of Andrew Benintendi. I have this card non-auto in a 9.5, but I'm looking to upgrade to the auto version. It's just the next natural step for me. And I'm looking to pick it up before he becomes a superstar in the face of the Red Sox. I think in 2-3 years, you'll have Mookie, Chris Sale, JD Martinez, Bogarts. They're all going to end up leaving, and it's going to be Benintendi alone. So if you can pick it up for $150 now versus $400 or $500 later, I'd rather do that. Now, our second to last card on the list is one of the few cards that I'm looking to pick up in its raw version. I think Aaron Nola is a legit front-end starter, and his 2016 Topps Chrome Rookie Auto is the card to collect. And it can be had in the raw version like as little as $20 or $30. So it's a modern card, solid buy, big upside, and that's why I added it to my list. And then last, but certainly not least, we have the 2017 Bowman Chrome Ronald Acuna first Bowman card. During December, you could have picked this card up for $25, $30, but the price has already started to rise, and it's January. And it's only going to go higher and higher when baseball season rolls around. The NL Rookie of the Year has been on my radar for a while, and he's needed for my Rookie of the Year PSA registry set registry. So I'll be picking up a PSA 10. I'm being a stickler. I want to pay $30 for it and don't want to pay $35. So gotta keep being patient and find the right deal, but it'll be in my collection within the first couple of months of 2019 for sure. So there you have it, the 19 cards that I'm looking to collect for 2019. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks for sticking around. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys later.